Matt, we're about to shoot a feature film in July. You're producing this feature film. Tell me about your filmmaking journey up until this point and how you feel walking into this feature film.
Yeah, so as far as like my filmmaking journey, been producing like short films since I ever got into Regent. And I guess walking into this one, it's like after all these short films and like they keep ramping up and like locations that we have to get, like the locations get bigger, the cast gets bigger and all that stuff, the stunts get bigger. This one is like, I'm gonna say how I feel right now. I feel like a pit in my stomach. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's like, yo, it's like standing on the stage. Even like right now, it's just like, it's a big opportunity, and it feels like the make it or break it type of thing. I feel excited, but I'm like
nervous.
Extremely nervous.
Yeah.
Extremely nervous, just because of how big this project is and like where we're trying to go. And especially just where I'm trying to go after this. Because like it's like completing a dream.
Yeah.
So, or the first step to completing a dream.
What's the dream?
The dream for me is I truly just want to make stories that I like and truly like inspire people. Like my family used to have like these Friday movie nights. So it wasn't just like me, my mom, and my dad. I'm an only child. Yeah. But like it would be me, my mom, my dad, my aunts, my cousins, my grandfather, and we'd all be like at home. Yeah, just sitting there watching a movie and laughing and enjoying it and leaving inspired or leaving loving a character or whatever. And it's like, if I could do something like that for somebody the same way that movies had done for me, that would be awesome.
I feel you on that, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if I can add, it's like, I think I also have that feeling in my stomach of like the kind of nervousness, because this is my debut as a DP on a feature film. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, never done a feature before.
Right.
I've been a part of a feature documentary, but I was just gaffing. Like, I wasn't like the DP or nothing. So, but I think something you said that kind of makes it less nerve-wracking is like, we're just creating an experience for somebody. Like when I think about it like that, I'm like, I'm not making this movie for movie critics. I'm making this for like little me or little you,
right?
Like your family to go see a movie. And I just remember that whole experience of going to the movies. Like even if it was just at home, it's still an experience. Like because you don't know what you're about to see. So
that's the truth.
Yeah, it kind of takes away the nervousness a little bit.
So are we all virgins at this table with a feature film?
I don't know where you.
I was like,
I'm like, I have a whole child. How?
Like, when it comes to the feature film world,
I think so.
I think we all are like virgins
That's
at this
crazy.
table.
At least when it comes to narrative.
I mean, actually like making
Non-documentary.
a feature film. So you made it what?
Documentary.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. But a feature film. This is your first one.
A feature documentary. I'm not trying to be weird.
You directed it?
I didn't direct it. I
DP'd
and produced it.
Oh, okay.
Still a virgin because, you know.
Yeah, this
as
is
a
really
director,
yours.
This is my directorial debut as a narrative feature film.
That's what I'm saying.
Or feature film general, yes.
Yeah, so this is like a first for all of us if you really think about it. You're so annoying. You know exactly what I was trying to say.
Yeah, we making history.
So annoying. Like, this is new for all of us.
It is.
Because I think even for my journey, just to kind of like dibble and dabble in what y'all were saying, I've never done a feature film either. My life has just been short film. But my journey started in 2017 when it came to just walking into this world. Is that a long time ago? That feels like so new to me because like that's when I started my master's in 2017 at Regent. So, and I didn't even go into it wanting to be a director. I went into it just to learn the background of production because I was always in front of the camera. That was my vision. I wanted to be this actress, this model, the whole shebang. Like, but I think I just got to a space where I was just like, I'm kind of tired a bit of not getting exactly what I want. Let me just dibble and dabble a little bit in the production world. So
you like made your own opportunity.
Pretty much, I guess you can say, because I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm just go back to school, you know. Let me see how this life is behind the scenes, where it'll take me. And literally, I think within my first year, my professor saw something in me that I didn't know that I had. And she was like, you clearly have this passion for directing, and I think you should like jump on it. And like she pushed me into that direction. So I felt like I was in this world of people that knew everything and I knew nothing. And not only that, but Regent is just predominantly white. So you have a lot of people that are white that have their own little clique, and then you have like 5-10 people that are black in the program, if that. So it just felt like the black people were with the black people, the white people stayed with their crew, which is cool. I mean, it is what it is, but I just felt like I was just this version in this world of not really knowing what I was doing. So it's just like I appreciated it. It was nerve-wracking. But I grew a lot from there, and I learned a lot from the people that were willing to help me. And I think that's what I appreciate about just even this group. And when I learned Kemp, when I met Kemp or whatever, like, I think I put that in my like bio. Like, I'm so proud of Kemp and how I met him. Like, we were literally side by side at the Regent showcase, not knowing who we were. Like, number one, we should have spoke to each other because we were like the only two black people there. Let's just start there. And we're side by side at the table. And I'll look at him, but he's like in his own world. He's quiet. Like, he's not even paying me no mind or whatever. But everybody's walking around seeing what everybody's table is talking about.
I saw you.
You said what?
I paid you mine.
You did? Okay, because every time I looked at you,
I saw the black girl over there, and I was like, okay. I said to myself, we holding it down. I looked around the room. I said, all right, we got this.
Because it was moments where I wanted to say something to him, but he just looked like he was just so uninterested to talk to anybody.
You do have that look about you sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, you just kind of like had your head down at moments.
Because you felt like you were fighting. It felt like a fight to be in that room. So we probably should have
for real.
We should have reached out, but I was on my guard because I'm like she said, I guess it's that extra sense of competition, or you got to do more, you got to show up a certain way because of who we were surrounded by. So I was carrying that.
You were definitely like, I think every time I looked at you, your head was down, or just like not even looking my way, because I wanted to be like, hey, like, because I think my dad came to your table.
He talked to me,
and like even talked to him because he had his poster Kicks. That was, I think it was Kicks, right?
Oh, Kicks.
And his film,
around that time, okay.
And his film was so dope. Like, it was so dope. And then I remembered, like, when I saw, I was like, yo, that was the dude that was beside me. This is like a dope film because it was so like for the culture. It was like all black with like one white kid, like. But I just loved the movie. It was one white kid, wasn't it?
Street Lights.
Kids didn't have no white people.
Oh no, yeah, Kicks
was it?
Street Lights had one white kid.
No, okay, and then this one had all black kids.
Yeah.
And I just remember it was like so like.
Kicks need to be a feature.
Black. Yeah. It was so dope though, because number one, it was kids, and I was like, how did he get these kids to act like this? Like, they're good,
right?
That's literally all I kept saying to myself. So like, when I actually got to really meet you, I don't know how we even like crossed paths.
We met.
It's crazy because when I like met you, like I ran with it. I'm like, yo, when we gonna work together? Like, let's do this.
That was 2019.
Was it 2019?
Yeah, I don't think we actually, like, our friendship and relationship didn't start till 2021. So it was literally another 2 years until 3 years.
Wow. No,
that's when we graduated.
Yeah, no, like.
That's when I graduated, 21.
Yeah, about to say, no, we saw each other in 2019 at the showcase or whatever, but we ended up reconnecting on a podcast or whatever, and that's how it started.
It was podcast.
Nothing's ever that serious. We weren't cool. We had no relationship until she came on our podcast.
I was cool with Drew and Jay. Yeah. Like, they were like my guys or whatever. And I just knew he was just like, oh, this is the guru. And I'm like, why do y'all call him that? He knows everything. And I said, okay, cool. But like, the way that podcast went, I feel like he was just so into my story. Like, he actually questioned me, like, so what do you really want to do? Like, even though it was like been like this jokey type feel podcast, but like when it got serious, he was like, so no, what do you really want to do? Where do you want to go?
Right.
And I think that's really where our like connection started, because I'm like, yo, he's different. Like, this is a
Very
different
much
type
so.
of guy right here. And I'm like, I appreciate that. And that's really when we started with my Christmas dream film. That's really where it started it, I think, after that. Because you like,
You DP'd it?
yeah, he was everything in it.
You directed it too?
Not that.
Oh, okay. Like,
I
dang.
directed it or whatever, but he was definitely like my cam up. He made sure my lighting was good or whatever. But he like we did that jank, and from there, me and Kemp been like unstoppable, like low key my second type of business partner besides my husband. I'm like, okay, Kemp, like, what do you think of this? So he knows the relationship I have with Kemp to where it's like, y'all do what y'all need to do. Talk it out. So he's like literally like my buddy, my business partner in like this whole thing. I'm so proud of you when it comes to this film.
Okay.
I am. I'm really proud of you when it comes to this film.
You got me
because
thinking. I
like,
don't even know how we met. I really don't remember how I met any
We
of
met
you.
in a class.
Oh, okay.
And it was that one where
Directing.
everyone, and
Yeah.
your first project was
The ritual?
the first project we worked on
Rush.
was the car thing.
Oh, you
It
talking
was-
about the? I remember that. We had to be on
They
the
were
side
on the
of
side
the
of the road. Yeah,
what movie was
Was
this?
it
We
with,
will never see it.
that's where we pretty much met.
For real?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
And see, with me and you, I remembered you from school. Like I said, I just remembered
Familiar
your
face.
face. But me
I
and you
remember her.
never like talked ever,
Yeah.
because we would never cross paths in school because of
Never.
just like the age or whatever. So when I saw your face, I was like, is that the boy from Virginia State?
No?
But I don't even know how we even connected, because like I said, I was already gone by then.
you and Sam?
And you were
Yeah.
still in school.
Probably something with Kemp.
No, I don't think because y'all met each other on that book trailer, and that was before we did the podcast.
We didn't meet each other
Didn't
on
y'all
that
do
book
what
trailer.
or music video, whatever for Evan?
Evan.
That's
Oh, what
what
music
it
video?
Yeah, that was a book
was.
trailer.
Remember?
His
Oh,
book trailer for his mom.
I'm about to sing that, Jake. That song is
I
living rent free in my head. I ain't gonna lie, because I
Sam.
edited it too. Like, yeah, that's when we reconnected though.
Yo,
on that, you
Oh,
produced
so that was reconnected.
No, I
Yeah,
directed that.
You directed. Yes, I remember.
Yo,
okay.
that
and
song.
Evan acted in it. You was gaffing it.
No,
Yeah, you
But
did.
I popped in
I
one
told-
day
And you
just
gaffed that one day.
because someone needed. I wasn't supposed to be helping. Something happened,
dang. Okay.
and I brought something.
You bought some lights.
I might have been working that's what happened. I was working the equipment office, so I was
That's
working
right.
there.
We had to plug.
So then, y'all just needed equipment and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just popping in. Like, yo, I'm in the office. I got you. I'm doing whatever.
That's
So
crazy,
I was
though.
just popping in.
Because that film was when I realized, I was like, yo, I might actually be good at DP.
On that music video?
Yes.
really?
I was like, I might actually be all
That's
right.
No, and the
that's
crazy-
crazy that you say that.
That's what I said.
Because you killed Kiss. You killed Kiss the Gang Goodbye. When was
I've
that?
never seen that.
You were on Kiss the Gang
Yeah, I
Goodbye?
was. I DP'd that.
You murdered Kiss the Gang Goodbye. You murdered Street Lights. You murdered. That's
Murdered?
all like,
Dang.
yeah.
Okay, I appreciate
Wait, I
it.
didn't know you did street lights.
Yeah.
Looking back at that stuff to
That was
this
our
day,
First time, like, actually working together? Was it Street
no,
Lights?
Kiss the Gang Goodbye
Kiss the Gang
was.
Goodbye, and then we did Street Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Kiss the Gang Goodbye. Was that the one with Johnny
So it
in
took
it?
3
She's the
films for me
actress?
to be like, okay, I'm all right. It took 3 films.
But-
But no,
That's
it can do that
Yeah.
though. But you were also still in school too, weren't you?
Yeah, because when we did Kiss the Gang Goodbye, that's when I was like,
yeah, that jank was crazy.
I was
now
like, yo,
look
we
back
can like
on it.
that.
I want to
Because
see it.
that was like
Oh,
a.
you
Yeah,
didn't
you need
see
to
it?
see
I don't
that.
think I've seen Kiss
I'ma
the
send
Gang
it to
Goodbye.
you.
Oh.
It's
It
on
was
YouTube.
written, shot,
Is it?
and edited all in like a week.
Yeah.
So trust me, it's not the greatest
It's a
film in
great
the world.
film, I'm
But
not
for
gonna
what,
lie.
but for what it was,
Are you
you
saying
look
because
at
of the
it,
writing?
you like.
Is it
No,
The
writing?
writing was pretty
just
good, too.
period. It's
Just
not the
whole
greatest
subject matter.
project. We're saying two
like
different
the
things.
subject
Yeah, I was
matter,
like,
like,
he said, no,
Which
this
one
is
is
the
it?
greatest film alive.
Like,
Kim's
which
it's
one
not the
is
greatest
it?
film.
But everybody was still in school too.
No, that's what
though.
I'm saying. It's a
Yeah.
great
For what it
project
is,
for what
though,
it
it's
is.
like-
I want to see though. That's what I'm saying.
I'll show it
What's
to you
wrong
right
with
after
you?
we
But
done.
see, that's what I'm saying. I honestly feel like too, when it comes to like when you're in school, like I feel like you can have those moments where
Yeah.
it's a little bit of flaws.
Yeah,
And
in
that's
it.
that's what it was
And it'll
for.
take,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you said, it took you like 3 films to feel
Yeah.
like, dang, like I'm like that. It
I ain't
won't
say like that. I'm
Well,
like,
no,
I'm
no.
alright.
But to it, well, you know what I'm saying. To where you even felt like I think I'm pretty decent at this, at
Yeah.
least to keep continuing to be in this lane. It wasn't like that for me with my directing projects. I felt like I didn't find my niche until my DC's project when it came to Afterbirth.
got
And
you.
then after that, I graduated. There was no more connection to I could just get equipment. So I felt like life moved really fast for me after I graduated because I was already engaged, and literally months later I was about to be married. 2 months later after that I was pregnant. So it was just like life moved like really fast. So it's just like the dream of like this directing, just like
Nah, I feel you though. I feel you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
it started going like down. So then after that you got to think COVID hit.
Oh, even worse.
And that was bad for everybody.
You get what I'm saying? I think that the world shut down then, so really nobody was doing much of anything. So you got to think, for me, it's like, dag, if only I found that niche a little bit sooner, like how you guys was like, okay, we doing 2-3 films to where we really like catching our.
We were shooting a film a month in 2019.
It was like
it was a
I couldn't
film
phase sometimes. I was like, I
month.
can't do this one, y'all.
What is it?
I'm saying there was like a film coming out every month in like 2019.
See,
a lot of projects,
some of them I had to be like, I can't do it, y'all.
Seriously.
That's all I did. It was like every weekend I was on a film
So you had to have been like the DP. Were you getting pulled on that much, or was these class assignments that y'all was getting?
No, they weren't class assignments.
I don't know what they were. Look, this is the thing.
Some of them were film competitions.
We did a lot of film competitions. We did a lot. Once I got an equipment office,
you took it. You ran with it.
We were shooting at something every week.
Oh, so this was a you thing.
He leveraged
this
his
This
job.
is.
No, I'm saying that's how you do it. He leveraged.
Honestly,
his job.
I ain't mad at it.
It's funny because that's where I learned all my cinematography. That's where I learned how to break things and fix everything. Because I was in that office, I broke everything. But I also fixed everything because I did not want it to come out my pocket. I was the most clumsy person in the world. I don't know why they put me in that.
Didn't they used to charge
space.
you or something if you came with something back broke?
He fixed it though, so he was good.
Supposed to.
It's funny how I feel like a lot of us run into each other, and then the filmmaking aspect started later. Because for me and Matt, we were running track together for like 2 years, and I didn't even know he was in the film program.
That's crazy.
I did not work with Matt in film until after I graduated. After.
Oh, wow.
So at Regent, we didn't even work together in filmmaking. Our first film was Kicks, and I was not in school when we did Kicks.
You know, and that's what keeps blowing me when you say that. You had to have been in school because there's no way your film could have gotten in the showcase.
What happened was I graduated in 2018.
Okay.
And we shot it in the summer. And then I came back to school January, and it got in that showcase.
So you was in school. That's what I'm saying.
I was in school in the showcase. I wasn't in school when we made the film. To bring us back, it's funny because I was having this conversation with Deanna the other day about we all connected either halfway through or at the end or in different periods. So timing is just crazy. And now here it is, the four of us making a film now. And even other people who are involved, because this isn't the whole crew, but it's just like everyone kind of, even after graduating, went through their separate journeys to get back here.
Right.
And we were killing it then. I'll speak for myself, and I know it's for y'all though. I'm on a completely different level now. That was school.
100%.
And that was what 10 years ago, undergrad was 10 years ago at this point. Truly,
Right.
so it's like it's funny that we're all now reconnecting at such a different level, and in this pivotal point in life to make this project come together. Because you would think we were all rocking the whole time or whatever, and it's no,
it's not that.
It's a reassembling.
Going back to the film we're doing though about that time, the prologue is off the chain. When I read this, Jank, I was like, this is how you start
It's dope.
a feature. Like I was like, what the? I've never thought of doing anything like that, is what I'm gonna say.
I cannot wait to see how this is going to be done, because like we're independent filmmakers doing this sci-fi-ish feel of going back into time. Like
adventure.
You get what I'm saying? Like you usually see networks trying to put something on like this to make it be what we're trying to make it be. And we're doing this on the strength of our own.
The only other short film I've seen like this was Streetlights.
Yeah.
That had some fantasy element to it.
You get what I'm saying? So, and then y'all make a kid disappear?
Yeah.
Hated
roll
that.
Roll the clip.
Not
Didn't you do
disappear.
that?
He
Wasn't
vaporized.
Did you say that was bad?
It was bad.
The first time it happened, it was not bad.
It was bad. It's the crappiest. It's the crappiest. edit.
the first time it happened, that
because
jig
I
was
did the
just
VFX. It's horrible.
So are you better now?
Yeah,
yeah,
I would
of course.
demolish that scene if I went in. I should honestly,
good.
I should remaster Streetlights. Because
There you
if
go.
I did the VFX today, I would
Yeah.
demolish it.
But that's the goal, though, is to make another Streetlights.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
No.
would
You
be
did
crazy.
say something
I'm
about
remaking
that
after this. I'm remaking Streetlights,
Let's go.
There you go.
feature.
Let's
Yep.
go.
and I already have it. I have the whole thing in my head already. It's gonna be crazy.
Really?
I already know what it's gonna be. Yeah,
Check you out. Go ahead, start writing.
Hey, after
I'm in
this,
the middle of a film.
I mean, you can like that's how they be telling me. Go ahead, and start writing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, just start writing. I just want to say, I think what I'm most excited about when it comes to this film, not only just to see it come together or whatever it is with this whole cookout feel and everything.
Yeah.
I think I'm most excited to see Kemp direct. I don't think I've seen Kemp direct.
You said you've never seen me direct.
Oh,
You've
that's
never
what
seen
you
me
said.
direct.
No, I haven't. That's why I said I think for me when it comes to this film, what I think I'm most excited about, not only seeing it come together, but I have not been on
He's a
set
dog.
with you.
He's a dog.
And I think I've been with you so much, and I believe it. I think I've been with Kemp so much to where he's always helping me with my stuff, and I kind of like learn. I'm still learning. Like I feel like I'm definitely still a student in this because I don't
facts.
do
Same here.
this as often. Like
He hurt my feelings before.
who me?
On set, him.
Really?
Like when I say he's a dog, like
I've heard
I
everybody's
almost cried.
What did you do?
So I was.
This was school, right?
no. Were we in school when this?
I don't know which one you
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
you were in school.
Which one you talking about?
We was in streetlights. We was
Yep.
doing streetlights. And,
Okay, this was school.
we had set up the light and he was practicing
I
with
know
the
what you're
actors.
talking about.
Then he came in, right? He was just like, why you got that light right there? I was like, because it's cool.
What?
He was like, that don't make sense. Like why is it purple? Why is it pink? I was like, because she loves her son or something like that. He was like, nah, you got to get rid of that.
Yeah, he
And I
tried to give me some crazy
I don't
BS
know.
reason. I was
That's
like, yo,
hilarious.
So wait a minute. So you coming
Almost
in
cried,
there being
yo.
nasty to people?
I won't be nasty. It's just,
Kemp is very
blocked my
direct.
shot, yo.
He is very direct.
and that's the thing.
Yeah,
I am
he's
direct.
very direct.
I am.
Director.
So
I'm
you're a
just
mean
like-
director.
I'm not mean.
Nah,
I'm
he not mean.
direct.
He
Just
not
direct.
Anybody you ask will say they had the most fun on my sets.
Yeah, it was definitely
They,
fun.
That's
and
our
neither one of them
parties.
ever say that.
Cool.
You didn't
These
ask.
two.
That's what I said.
That is
didn't
not
ask.
the first thing that came out
Ask
their
them.
mouth.
It
The
was
first thing
definitely
was
fun.
that he's direct.
My sets are a party.
It was definitely fun. though.
That is the last thing that
Right.
came out their mouth.
It was definitely fun.
Question to you all. We said this was our first feature. What's the difference between all the shorts you guys have done and have mastered and walking into this feature? Like, what's the difference for you guys, and where's that nervousness coming from?
I think, honestly, I wouldn't say I'm nervous. I think, if anything, it's just different because it's just so much more that comes with the feature than a short.
Right.
Yeah.
And then at that, I think the level of what this film is and what we want it to be can bring nerves because you want it to be at the caliber of what we visually see it as.
Yeah.
And we want it to really go far. And I really do think we definitely will get there for sure. I mean, I think you have all the right people to help you get there. And I mean, you can't compare a short to a feature at all. A short is just that. I mean, you can have your comparisons, don't get me wrong. But I just feel like with a feature, there's just so much more like pieces to it,
See,
in my
And he's
opinion.
gonna disagree.
A feature is 3 shorts.
so
It's
because
just a lot though.
Matt knows anytime someone says, "Yo, let's shoot a short film this week," what do I say?
What you
What
say?
did he say?
Nah, why would we do a feature?
I'm
Or-
like, why? Like, we about to
Yeah.
put all this energy into a short film. Let's just shoot a feature.
Oh, you try to say the same thing to me.
and she'll bring me a short script, and I'm like,
No, but he knows why I bought my short script though, because he literally was like, I mean, if you're gonna do all this, just make a feature. I don't want to do a
I
feature.
feel it.
because
And
this
honestly, I feel like I'm not even there the
It-
way I want to
Yeah,
be to
no,
do
I
a
That's
get
what I was
it.
gonna
feature.
say. That's where the nervousness comes
Yeah.
for me. It's just like shorts for me are like let's practice, let's
Yeah.
practice. And the feature is like all right, now this is a make it break a dream.
Yeah, you gotta be right.
Do
it.
That's probably the nervousness then.
Yeah. That's where it comes from.
Even though we've seen some bad features on Tubi. You get what I'm saying? I think we've all seen
I deleted the app.
Yeah, looking at shorts is
Tubi's
practice.
still good.
I'm just kidding. You see one bad feature, I got to get rid of this app. It's crazy.
That's hilarious.
Because you're saying shorts are practice, so you can look at those shorts as practice. Why? Like why? What? How are you creating shorts that you can't say this is the dream?
What?
Hey, yo.
Nobody's saying
So
that.
he's saying like, I understand what you're
I
saying
get what
though.
I'm saying. I'm saying what? Because
He said, how are shorts not the dream?
because it can be. Because I definitely feel like you can have a short and that can be the dream if that is your dream.
Right.
But that ain't everybody's dream. So it just all depends on the person for that.
I get you.
So yeah, that's Deanna. What Deanna said is my answer.
So this is the thing that makes me nervous. The first thing is the story, and that's the writing process.
Right.
The second thing is the money and providing for all you guys.
Yeah.
So if I have removed those two obstacles from you guys, why can't y'all just rock?
Oh no, I'm rocking.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because what's the difference if I've hired each of you guys because I know that you guys are, like I said, you murdered all those shorts DP-wise.
Right. But this is my first time hearing him say this though.
I've seen what you can do. And I tell you all the time what y'all do. So my thing is I have removed the only two obstacles, or I'm attempting to remove the only two obstacles to me that should make you guys nervous. Because you guys are crazy. And what's the difference between a short and a feature once you remove the narrative structure and the money?
I think it's really just the magnitude of it.
Yeah.
And because this is my, like I was saying earlier, just debut.
It is.
So it's like after this one, I'm not going
I
to be
get
nervous
that. Yeah,
anymore.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
Like even with shorts, it's like I'm not nervous to do shorts anymore. It's because like I've done
So many.
5, 6,
Exactly.
7.
Yeah.
But I think just because it's the first one, it's just like pre-game jitters. Like
I get that. I respect that. I
it's like my
respect
first
that.
game in the NBA. That's how it feels.
But too, you gotta think like what you just kind of threw out there when it comes to like the finances and what was the other one you said?
The
just
narrative
the story
structure.
structure.
Yeah.
That necessarily, I don't want to say that's like. I think it's everybody's weight, but I feel like that's more of a directorial, like a director's weight or whatever, if anything, because like I think everybody has their own lane when it comes to like a film
I get
or
you.
whatever. So I think our lane is what makes us nervous because we want to be the best at what we're about to like
Exactly.
do.
But I will say this though, the more we meet and do like pre-production, the less nervous I get.
Yeah,
I'll
for
say that
sure.
much.
That's the truth.
So it actually
I've been
helps.
missing
And
out
this,
on those, but
you guys know me. This isn't to tear y'all down or nothing like.
Yeah.
I just like challenge. Like I'm devil's
it's like a
advocate
little challenge, and you
because I
were
like
working with
I like
that.
hearing what people have to say. But also as a producer and executive producer, my goal is like, how can I remove that nervousness from you guys? So as we have the conversation, I'm like, let me hear where it's coming from because as much as possible, like I think nerves are healthy.
Yeah.
But how much of it can I eliminate?
Right.
As a coach or as a mentor
As a
or whatever.
director,
So,
to make
I'll
you
say
guys
as a
rock.
DP because I recently did a project where the director really had no vision. If
You
I
talking
say
about
that
me?
Much. No,
I'm playing.
That would be crazy.
I'm playing.
It just happened last
Literally
weekend.
did that. We did that 2 days ago. No, I'm not. No, I'm not talking about you. But so it was just like, and I got to appreciate the differences with directors. Now I was like, yo, if I was on Kemp's set, he would have told me exactly what he wants the audience to feel, exactly what he wants to feel, what the character's feeling. It's like I didn't get that. So I basically had to like shoot in the dark and guess and stuff like that. But it's the talks like that make me more confident because it's like then I'm not just making stuff up.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like with that pink light.
I get you.
Then I'm not making stuff up. Then it's just like, because at the end of the day, like if we in Hollywood, like If you're the DP, you work for the director.
Yeah.
If you're a gaffer, you work for the DP who works for the director.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what do they want to see? And then I can shape it around like how I want to see things as well. So,
and that's why I said I think I'm really excited to see you in your natural form of directing, because I always see you kind of like doing the opposite. You're either like helping with cam up, you're the DP, you're like doing everything else but directing or whatever. And like you're still helping me and shaping me into being this director, like, Deanna, look at this or look at that. So to actually stand behind you and like see you in your natural form, I can't wait.
It's gonna be fun. Telling you.
Cause I can't wait to see this
He's a
little
dog
mean
on
side
set.
of you.
We
gonna see what they talking about.
He might make an actor cry. You never know.
No, I really cannot wait, because if you
can't
were
wait
like
for
that on a set, well, not necessarily that, but you know what I'm saying. But like knowing how serious you are on like a short, I can only imagine your mindset in a feature, because number one, like being around you long enough, like you will literally get quiet and your mind is like running, and like I know you well enough now to where you get quiet. I'm like, Kemp, get snap back
He's
for a second, and his mind like
unserious.
runs. Yeah,
Seriously unserious.
But also serious. That's how I would describe
very
you
much so.
on set.
I can't wait to see you like do this thing. I really can't, because like you always help me. I'm like, nigga, can I help you? How can I? What can I do?
I got you.
We had to twist y'all on.
Question to everybody.
What?
Where would you like to see your career after this film? What do you want this film to do for you?
Why do you do that?
What?
Why do you ask questions like that?
Yes.
I'll answer. Because I've been talking to him about this anyway. But
What?
I want to be a full-time filmmaker, specifically DP. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to push me into that, because it's also a piece for everybody's reel.
Yeah.
So if that's on my reel, I feel like get more jobs with that.
Yeah.
And I also want to start directing more stuff, because I went to school for directing.
Really?
I know I can do it, but it's just like I fell in love with the DP and cinematography. So it's just like I kind of want to get back to that as well. So yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's dope. Cool. Deanna.
I don't know, because honestly, for me, like he ain't respond back. But like I told Kim today,
okay.
yes, I told Kim, because Kim is like my vent session person too when it comes to this lifestyle and everything like that. And he always asks me questions like this. Well, where do you want this to go? What do you want it to do? Man, I'm still trying to figure it out. Honestly, like, and I think that's okay to still give me room to figure out exactly what I want. Because honestly, as much as I love directing, I feel like there's so much more I gotta do to really be that director that I really want to be.
What can I ask you? What's the director like you really want to be? Like, what does that look like?
I think, like I told Kim earlier, I think it's just really knowing what I want.
Okay.
And I think a lot of times I
feel you.
I thrive when I have a strong team. So it's just like, as a director, I know what I want, but it's just like when I have a team that's like, oh, Deanna, like, you know, it looks better when it's like this. And I look at it and I like, you're right, that does look good. Let's go with that route.
But I don't think that's an issue.
But to me, I feel like that can come off a little bit as a weakness, a little bit too at times. Because sometimes, how many directors out there do you know that don't know what they really want when it comes to certain stuff? Like, they know what they want, they got it.
I think you know what you want.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, I know what I want, but I feel like I thrive better when I have like that strong team to kind of help me critique what I'm visually seeing.
So here, all right. As an independent filmmaker, you learn to do everything. However, the reality of it is you should be able to specialize in one area.
Yeah.
I want to be able to call Sam and I want him to have conversations with me about things I don't know.
Yeah.
And one of my biggest frustrations was, because I in building the teams, is I had learned so much and I have been in the middle of it, and I know gripping, electric, DPing, ADing, all this other stuff, that it's always very difficult for me to hire people who I don't feel like know things I don't.
Got you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not to put myself on a pedestal.
No, I feel you.
So I think there's this mindset where you have to know, but if you make a partnership where someone can just read your mind, or someone's like, Deanna, I got you, or Deanna, this is the world, or Deanna, like, yo, I got you on wardrobe. You don't got to worry about it. It's going, and y'all just click there.
That's special.
Yeah.
Why do you need that?
Yeah.
I don't think that's something you need to carry. I think having the right people, and right now we're in a, I keep putting my hand in front of this camera. Right now.
I think I did too.
We set the focus. We good. We still in focus.
So right now, you're in a place where, since we don't necessarily have a full-time working filmmaking community, it's hard to find those people who specialize. But once you have them, that is not a weakness.
That's a strength. So imagine how much of a dog you're gonna be when you go to a set by yourself and none of us are there.
That's
the fun part, because I even realized that when I had to go out of state and do it. I'm like, yo, like all of this stuff I learned from doing with Kemp and Matt. I'm like,
you're like, I'm a master right now.
Know what I'm doing. That's great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. I guess just for me, I
here to change your mind.
to. I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like, is this like the path that I should be doing, like directing or whatever? At times, like, is there another little lane that I should be doing at times? You get what I'm saying? Like, I have moments when my mind really switches like that. Like,
Kim sound.
She's supposed to be directing.
I don't know, because like
all types of directing.
I have people that are around me. That are literally like, they'll tell me, you know, like, Deanna, you're like this, you're like that. Like, Kemp is one person that would tell me, Deanna, you're a great storyteller. And I'm just like, am I?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
You.
Like, it's just certain things that I don't see in myself that other people see in me. And sometimes you need to hear that. Like how I think you're a dope producer, and you might be like, I don't think I'm that great of a producer. Not saying that's what you think of yourself, but like sometimes people see things in you, and a lot of times you don't see that in yourself.
Yep.
So like he tells me things, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're seeing.
Yeah. You know how I know Matt's a great producer?
How?
He's at the top of my inbox. I'm keeping it a stack.
What, dude?
That's a good thing, though. Like, because you're always reminding us of what's going on. I'm like, oh, it's Matt. Oh, it's Matt.
I mean, if it wasn't for you,
about this, bro. I'm glad he tells me.
He said I got like 30 unopened emails.
Yo, I wouldn't have been on the meeting if he didn't.
I mean, listen, if it wasn't for Matt, I wouldn't be here right now. I would not be sitting here talking to you.
Because she was trying to flake.
Yeah,
but we had your back.
Oh, appreciate you.
We had your back.
Really
you.
was.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Saturday.
Monday is so soon.
We're going to see you on Monday, right?
I have to edit.
That's hilarious.
So we don't know. You don't know where you want this film to take you.
I mean, of course, I wanted to take me, like, I like things to take me to where I meet different people. I wanted to get me in certain rooms that I didn't think that I could be in, or have conversations with certain people that I didn't think I could have a conversation with, for lack of a better term. Like, because I do feel like this film is definitely going to go somewhere. Now, let me ask you real quick while you're asking us, where do you want this film to go for you?
All right, so I will answer that, but I have two more questions.
Nope.
No. Because
Matt didn't even answer
because it feeds into my question. So the first question is, give me one person you wanted to put you in a room with. That's it.
Jesus.
I will always circle back and say Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
For sure.
Matthew, answer the question.
I'm kind of like Deanna. I don't specifically know where I truly want to go. I just know in some way, shape, or form, and I know it's weird because we're doing a live action, but I truly love animation. That's truly where I want to be.
So dope.
But I love live action. I'll keep doing it always.
Wow.
But
like producing wise, for animation,
producing. But I like making stories.
That's
like I
so
draw
dope.
on the side and all that stuff. So it's like I have all these ideas that I'd love to implement and all that stuff.
That really needs to be a thing.
Yeah.
That's so dope. What?
Yep.
Very dope.
So it's like, but if I can get put in that room, that would be really dope. But
Yo, Matt, I love that.
Thank you.
That's dope.
So serious. Where do you want it to go for you?
So my goal with this film is that it makes everything, each and one of you said come true. And that's I have tons of goals with it, but that's my biggest goal. So my goal is, one, it puts all you guys in different rooms. It moves all your careers forward. It makes you all full-time filmmakers. The other goal is that it allows us to make the next film, and everybody's getting paid full rates. Everyone's able to devote their full time to it, and that we're able to continue doing this and create an ecosystem where we are constantly able to create and constantly able to tell these stories. Because, these stories are needed, and I know we have tons more. Like I said, I have Streetlights. I have several more in my head.
Same here.
I've heard all you guys. I know your stories. I know other people's stories. And just creating that ecosystem where we are no longer seeking permission, where even though we're asking for funds now, we don't have to ask for funds. And we're always going to seek funds because that's the nature of things. But we're never going to be in a place where a yes dictates, a yes or a no dictates what happens next. Long term, there's a lot more, but for just this one project, this is the first stepping stone into that.
Nice.
Do you want to sell it? Like, if it catches the eyes of a Sony, if it catches the eyes of a Netflix, would you sell it?
So this is my thing.
You never know of who eyes it'll catch.
So we have our plans for self-distribution. However, I would sell it if it helps push toward that goal. However, my big thing is ownership. I'm always going to fight for ownership. I think keeping things in our hands. So as long as those deals, they'd have to be specific, because ownership to me at the end of the day is power. So even if it's keeping these IPs, and even the way we've kind of set things up with, we got the card game, we got all these other factors that factor into this project, in this expanded world. We can release the card game and always keep the income or the IP to the card game and stuff like that. So my goal is keeping ownership where you guys are always getting paid, but at the end of the day, I think if the deal is right and it's going to keep allowing us to create and keep allowing us to do what we need to do.
As long as it's moving the needle.
But I got my list of things that the sale has to hit.
Because I feel like you do a lot of, like, what you want for us when I hear you talk. Not much of what Kemp wants. I mean, I hear a little bit but I'm saying, but I feel like it's
so long term.
It's like wrapped around us. Like, I want to make y'all dreams come true.
That's what I want,
and I think that's so sweet. But like, but what do you want it to do for you specifically? Because like, I think since we're tied with you, it'll happen.
So
why you say I know?
I'm saying, like, I know he just want to keep working with us.
I want to make the next film. I want to make films with the people I love and the people that I think are talented. And I never want a no or a yes or a we don't got enough money to be the reason we can't. So it is you guys. And even long term, everything I want Kickface to be is that. Is opening up those doors, training people up, giving them resources, is putting just the skills and the education and resources back into our black community so we can tell these stories and we don't have to wait for Hollywood to tell us yes.
Oh, so you want to be another Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go,
Nah, let me take that back. I don't want to be another Tyler Perry. I want to be something that the world hasn't even seen. I want to, and this isn't a diss to him, but it's like I'm not modeling myself after him either. It's we are trying to create something that's never been seen before. We're trying to empower people in a way it's never been seen before. And we're trying to tell stories and like this is what I imagine. Long term. I want a black renaissance, Harlem Renaissance of sorts when it comes to filmmaking. I want to take over everything. I want to take over distribution. I want to take over the screens. I want to buy theaters all across the world. It's starting in black cultural hubs and put them there. I want a black theater or Renaissance collective, or just theaters that just show black films and give black filmmakers the place to distribute their films in that pipeline, that Hollywood is like, yo, they're not even coming to our theaters anymore. I literally want to just Black Wall Street, Black Hollywood. Like, I'm not trying to break in. I'm not. I have no interest in being a part of Hollywood. Don't get me wrong. If a project came, and like I said, there's always things that are going to push this needle forward. Exactly. So if it does that, so I'm not saying don't play this clip 10 years from now and be like, Jonathan, director, he a sellout. I'm not.
But Hollywood.
He sold out.
Yeah.
Hey, from your lips to God's ears.
Kick Phase was created to reclaim black narratives and what our stories are, and that's both on the screen but just in how people think, how people move, because we've been fed so much misinformation, so many false narratives. To this day, I'm disgusted when I turn on the TV and it's reclaiming those minds. So like, it's not for me. And I get joy out of that. I won't, like, that's why I'm doing it. It's not a me thing. So yeah, and that starts with you guys. And at the end of the day, you guys know where this story came from. And I said it before. I feel like if the film came out a year before, certain people would still be in my life. Certain people would still be alive. Certain people would still be, just here and with me. So this story is for, and just this journey, this everything is for you. It's for y'all.
I love it.
Yeah. Amen.
Oh,
dope.
Amen.
That was a nice ending.
It was a great ending.
Thank you guys for sitting down. Thank you guys for talking. We definitely gonna be back doing this some more. And if anybody watching this, if you guys enjoy these conversations, if this interests you, if you want to even support or be a part of just what you see we're building and what we're doing, please pull up a seat. We're building the table, and we'd love for you to join us.
Join us.
Period.
Amen.
Bye.